Someone mentioned that it's very easy to know what drains me, but it takes more attention to acknowledge what fills me up. And that is really the transition that I want to rest on, because it does. Why does the brain work this way? I don't know. Why is it easier to flow into lower vibrating energy and to focus on the negative? I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you what, it actually feels satisfying sometimes to talk trash. Like sometimes you just want to complain. You just have to get it out, right? And you just oh, but there's something satiating physically in the body, right? But it actually takes intention and effort to raise that vibration and to train the brain to do something else to have a long-term impact. So we're going to talk about that. I want to give my perspective of joy. I believe that emotions are the body's diagnostic system. I think that as spiritual beings, again, this is Jamil, chapter 1, verse 6. I think that we're aliens. I think we are all spiritual bodies in this human experience. And a part of the human gag is that we get to experience emotion, right? It is vibration. It is energy that is moving through our bodies at all time. Now, we can give it a narrative that says that it is negative or positive or whatever. It really is inconsequential because it's neutral. The fact of the matter is we all experience emotion, and it will move our body in one direction or another. And the more that we train our brain to assess, to identify, to understand what that emotion has to offer us and to teach us, the more that we can direct the outcomes of what our body will do with that emotion. So for me, I believe joy to be an emotional indicator of connectedness. I do a lot of work on trauma healing. Trauma, in its most simple definition, is disconnectedness. It's anytime something is not connected and able to operate in its optimal function. So to me, joy is an indicator and a sign that the body and the spirit or mind is feeling a moment of connection. And in that moment, you feel the sensation of joy. And the more that you start to recognize those moments that trigger joy, the more you can start to piece together the story of, oh, this brings me joy. So let me tell you 3 things that you need to own in your possession to activate joy. Joy comes when you have 3 things: an acceptance of your authentic self, a sense of belonging to a meaningful community, and the ability to direct and sustain your energy. Now, what I find as so fantastic is that everything that you all had said in one way, shape, or form actually spoke to the lack of one of these 3 things or both.